Okie dokie. Let's move on to 1.2. Okay. 1.2 shows us a picture of these t-shirts. Keep calm and pass mathematical literacy. That is exactly what we are doing. Okay, and the back of the shirt has some sort of temperature on the back. That's kind of weird, but it has temperatures on the back. Okay, cool. Right, how do we know its temperatures, guys? Celsius, right? So I'm not just sucking that out my thumb. It's important here to always look at the scale. So let's just jump in, right? I always say to my students, if you don't know what the scenario is talking about, don't worry. The questions actually give you a bit of context. Okay, so 1.2.1 says, calculate the number of letters needed to print the logo on the front of the t-shirt. Okay, it's not actually a logo, it's a slogan, but let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so I count 35. So I'm going to write 35. If I'm wrong, you are welcome to be like, girl Maggie, you are wrong, but I think I'm right. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. It was just a little counting exercise. Then it says, write down the temperature displayed on the thermometer in degrees Celsius. So they've told you a unit, right? So you have no excuse not to write a unit. Okay. If you don't write a unit, you will not get the full marks. Okay. So it's between 50 and 40, and it kind of looks like it could be, I would say 44, right? Because that's probably 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. So I'm going to say 44, okay? What you're trying to do is you're just trying to read it off, right? You could say 45 if you want, okay? But it's definitely either 44 or 45. Let me also just, oh, you see, Margie, you're like writing so that no one can see here. Okay, now you can see. Explain the meaning of the scale in the drawing. So it's not talking about this scale, right? It's talking about this scale. Okay, important. It's even labeled scale. So just be careful that you read what's there. Okay, so it's saying 1 unit on the picture or in the picture is 25 units in reality, right? That's what it's saying. It's saying every 1 unit that you see on here is 25 units in reality. Because remember always, a picture or a scale or a map actually showing, right, something that is in a smaller form, right? So like maps of the world aren't the size of maps of the world. Otherwise, what would be the point, right? They're smaller so that we can read them, we can get to where we need to be, but they put a scale in to show us actually how far or how big things are in reality and not necessarily on the map. Okay. So that is that. So you could also say that like reality is 25 times bigger than the picture, like something like that. All you wanted to say is you have to highlight that it's 25 times bigger. Okay. So let us smash out our last question. Okay, so it says measure the length of the back of the t-shirt in millimeters as indicated in the drawing. Okie dokes. So I'm going to use my very broken, I don't know why my thing's broken. I think this is from when I was at school, guys. Now you must know that's a long time ago. Okay, let me just make sure I'm measuring correctly here. Okie doke. So I'm seeing, I measure very accurately on my very broken ruler. I'm seeing 62 millimeters. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, make sure that you're as accurate as possible. So I'm saying 62 millimeters. You will probably go from about 60 to 64, but that is what it looks like to me. And that is actually that question answered and finished, right? Not too bad. Remember that this paper is testing more your basic skills, whereas paper 2 tests more sort of your application. Okay, so that's that done. We are smashing this out. On to question 1.3.